Testing 1 2, test 1 2. Quick audio test right now. We're doing a brief audio test as we get set for Northeastern Conference Baseball. Brought to you by United Country. It's Waupaca and Luxemburg-Casco here on Zaleski Sports. First pitch at 4:30. It is the Waupaca Comets and the Luxemburg-Casco Spartans going head-to-head here on Zaleski Sports in conference play. My name is Mike Wendland. Dan Lau on the production side of things today. Glad to be with you guys this afternoon as we slowly work our way toward first pitch. So with their teams and with our umpiring crews. Let's take a look at the Spartans of Luxemburg-Casco coming in with a record of 8-3 and head coach Dan Ruthio. He'll line up as follows, and leading off is going to be his starting pitcher, number 13, senior Drew Bandow. Brandon Durain hitting cleanup and playing left field, number 10, senior Max Thays. Hitting fifth at first base, number 12, Ryland Day. He's also a senior. Hitting eighth and doing your designated hitting is number 8, junior Gage Delcourt. He is hitting for the third baseman, freshman, number 14, Tatum Klaubauf, or junior Carson Blahowiak. And hitting ninth in right field, number 7, junior Caleb Radart. Again for the Spartans, Bandow, Bostwick, Durain, Thays, Day, and Delcourt, I should say. Cervenka, Blahowiak, and Radart. Apologies for any technical difficulties as we battle with, as always, internet connection is always required for us, and so we're staying connected as well as we can here in a beautiful ballpark here in Waupaca. So we heard Luxemburg-Casco's lineup again: Bandow, Bostwick, and Durain, Thays, Day, and Delcourt, Cervenka, Blahowiak, and Radart. On the other side, here are the Waupaca Comets and head coach Rocky Mondello. Leading off and playing shortstop is number 9, sophomore Max Dolsky. Hitting second and doing the pitching, number 22, senior Henry Williams. Batting third and playing third base, number 27, sophomore John Zemer. As we will quickly have a quick moment of silence. And now we'll jump right back into our starting lineup. So again, Dolsky and Williams and Zemer are your top 3 for Waupaca. Hitting cleanup and playing first base is number 24, senior Riley Bouchard. Batting fifth and your designated hitter for today is senior number 17, Alex Gusmer. He'll hit for the center fielder, junior number 21, Aaron Wolf. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 2, senior Jay Nikolai. Batting seventh and playing in right field, number 15, senior Gavin Miller. Hitting eighth and playing second base, number 23, junior Ethan Harms. And hitting ninth in left field, number 16, junior Cale Pry. Again for Waupaca, Dolsky, Williams, and Zemer, Bouchard, Gusmer, and Nikolai, Miller, Harms, and Pry for Waupaca this evening. They announce our lineups. We're going to have a special first pitch as well from one of the youngsters throwing. So we recognize the youth teams here in Waupaca.
Number 1, Jacob Cervenka. And rounding out the number 9 position, the right fielder, number 7, Caleb Redart. Head coaches, Dan Rathewey. Sorry, Dan. And Josh Barrett. Bill and Kyle are also there. All righty. Here's the starting lineup for your old Waupaca Comets. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 9, Max Dolsky, along with number 5, Easton Eim. Batting second and doing the pitching tonight, number 22, Henry Williams. Heading out with Henry is number 8, Jonathan Rodens. And the number 3 spot, playing third base, number 27, John Zemer, along with number 6, Wesley Tiffany. Next, the cleanup hitter, first baseman number 24, Riley, Beckard. Also at first base, number 20, Espen Kladowski. In the fifth hole, and DHing tonight, number 17, Alex Gusmer. Alex will be DHing for the center fielder, number 21, Aaron Wolf. Heading to the center with Aaron is number 1, Owen Hartwig. Batting 6, the catcher, number 2, Jay Nikolai. Also number 2 in catching, Kenny Mishka. In the 7th spot, your right fielder, number 15, Gavin Miller. Taking the field with Gavin, number 11, Riley Kohler. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 23, Ethan Harms. Running with Ethan is number 12, Harrison Grove. And the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, number 16, Cale Prey. And your extra hitter tonight is going to be senior number 10, Brady Johnson. Along with his cousin, number 23, Miles Linsing. But Miles Linsing is out, throwing out the first pitch for the game tonight. And that is your Waupaca Comets lineup. Now, without further ado, there's the umpires. We're ready to play some Comet baseball.
First pitch right in there for a strike from the youngster. Rocky, get him a uniform. And now let's get set for Comets and Spartans. It'll be Henry Williams, the left-hander, and the ace of this staff, taking the mound against the 8-3 Lux-Casco Spartans. Waupaca comes in 2-7 on the year. Looking to get their second home win of the year. They blew out Marinette last week, 15-0. In that rainy, windy, it's all around kind of horrendous day. But now we get set for this one. Your defense behind Williams is going to look as follows. Your outfield from left to right will be Pry, Wolf, and Miller. Infield from third base across. Zemer plays the hot corner up the middle. It'll be Dolsky and Harms. Bouchard picks it over at first. Nikolai does the catching for the left-hander, Henry Williams. He will face again the top of the order, Bandow, Bostwick, and Durain. As we get set for our first pitch, reminder from our friends at L&L Propane. For all your propane needs in Waupaca, Wautoma, Princeton, Fremont, and the surrounding areas, you can turn to L&L Propane. They specialize in propane, tanks, new installation, filling, repairs, moving tanks, and more. That's L&L Propane right here in Waupaca. Again, Michael in here with Dan Lau on the production side of things. Glad to be with you guys. We have a couple final warm-up tosses. Looks like this might be the last one for Mr. Williams. We'll get one more. This will be the last one. Our umpire was getting in his position, making sure he was lined up properly. And he'll face his pitching counterpart, again, Drew Bandow, getting the start for Luxemburg-Casco. Northeastern Conference wide open this year. The multi-time defending champion Denmark now in a battle for this conference. Lux-Casco right up there. Little Chute right in there. O'Connell Falls in that race as well. So specifically at the top of that conference, this conference right now. Waupaca looking to climb back into it with string some wins together. So here's the first pitch from Williams, and the day begins with a ground ball to short. Dolsky makes the catch on the line drive, I should say, and there's out number 1. One pitch and one out. Little humpback liner. So one down for Michael Bostwick, the center fielder, left-handed hitter. And the first one to him is swung on and missed. He chased a high fastball up at the shoulders. It's 0-1. Spartans in their maroon jerseys, the gold numbers, white helmets. Waupaca in those white jerseys that go the gradient to the blue. There's a looping line drive. Leaping catch was caught and dropped. Throw to first is going to be in time. 6-3. So Dolsky dropped the ball, but Bostwick, thinking he caught it, stopped running, and then he throws him out for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Landon Durain, the junior shortstop. Right-handed hitter, going the old school, no batting gloves look. Spartans also in the white pants, black stripe. Comments, white pants as well. First one is high and maybe a bit inside, 1-0. So far, only a 4-pitch inning for Williams through 2 quick outs. Chopper to third. And foul just wide of the bag. That'll even things up 1-1. And a gorgeous day here in Waupaca. The best weather I've had this season at a game here in Waupaca this year, by far. That includes the game up in Green Bay as well. 62 degrees. Plenty of sunshine. As Williams, who sets up on the third base side of the rubber, gets the sign he wants from Nikolai. And then that breaking ball kind of came off his hand a bit early, and he misses high and away. 2-1 on Durain. High pop up into center. Wolf ranging over to his left a bit. He's got a play, and he's got the ball. And there's a 1-2-3 first for Henry Williams on just 7 pitches. So we have played 1/2 inning. The Spartans go 1-2-3. We'll step aside. Back after these messages for the bottom of the first. So you're watching Waupaca Comet and Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by United Country and Nicole Filiatrow.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Bottom half of inning number 1, Bandow, the right-hander, getting loose for Luxemburg-Casco. Defense behind him is going to look as follows. The outfield for Luxemburg-Casco going left to right will be Faze in left, Bostwick in center. Over and right is Radart. Your infield from third base to first. It'll be Kleboff over at third base. Up the middle is going to be Durain and Blahowiak as we get one rolling. Looks like down the press box here, a foul ball from the JV game. At first base will be Ryland Day. Doing the catching is Jacob Cervenka for the right-hander again, Drew Bandow. He'll face Dolsky, Williams, and Ziemer here in the first as we get set for the bottom half of the first inning. Reminders all from our friends at Mutual of Wausau Insurance. They've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses for a very long time, since 1875, almost as long as the state of Wisconsin itself. So visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So here's Max Dolsky. He's been the top hitter all year long. He has been exceptional at the plate out of that leadoff spot. The sophomore shortstop, and the first pitch to him is going to be up and out of the zone, ball 1. Dolsky got called up midway through last year from the JV team and hasn't looked back. He sees the starting spot. This year moves to shortstop, and he hits a single right back up the middle. And there's the first base runner of the ball game, and it is Dolsky for the Comets to bring up the power hitting threat from the left-handed side, Henry Williams. Wind blowing out toward right at field, from how it feels, it looks like. So Williams, if he can get a hold of one, maybe has a chance of getting one out of here. And he's going to, ground ball could be 2. 4, 6, and there will be, the return's going to be late as the throw almost pulled him off the bag. So the fielder's choice will erase Dolsky. And then here comes Ziemer, as we'll get a courtesy runner. It'll be Brennan Walsh running for Williams. I'll bring up John Ziemer. Third baseman. Last time I saw the Comets, he homered in that win over Marinette. Hit one out to right center on that cold day. So Walsh, not much of a lead. First one is going to bounce and blocked in front of the plate by Jacob Cervenka. And it's 1-0 on Ziemer as we get a softball ends up on the baseball field. Of course, the softball team's going head to head as well. That game with no score in the 4th inning. Looks like O'Connell Falls on the other side playing Waupaca. We'll see both these teams, baseball and softball, next week. That one outside, 2-0. On Tuesday, we will see the softball team take on the Clintonville Truckers. On, I want to say Thursday, we'll see the Common baseball team taking on Wrightstown. You can find our week schedule at ZaleskiSports.com right on the homepage. There's a chopper toward third. 5, 4, 3, double play inning over. So both pitchers face the minimum as Luxemburg-Casco goes around the horn. So no runs on a hit and nobody left. We have played one complete. We've got no score. As you are watching Northeastern Conference Baseball live from Waupaca, brought to you by our friends at United Country and Nicole Filiatrow on Zaleski Sports.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner an experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
We move on to the second. Henry Williams back out there after both pitchers, Williams and Bandow, with a quick inning. So we get his final warm-up toss from the left-hander. He'll face Max Thays, Ryland Day, and Gage Delcor for the Spartans here in the second. Been just a single base runner, but a double play ball from Zemer got them out of trouble. So here comes the left fielder, senior Max Thays. Where's number 10, right-handed hitter. Straight up stands in the box. And the first one to Thays is going to miss down and in for ball one. Williams, when he's on, has big-time strikeout stuff. There's a ground ball past the diving Zemer into left field, a leadoff hit. So Thays aboard. Here comes Ryland Day, the senior first baseman. As he steps in, reminders all from our friends at Hanson Furniture. For furniture, appliances, and mattresses, Waupaca knows the only place that turns Hanson Furniture. Shop all the top brands with service you can trust. That'll make your home as stylish and comfortable as you expect. That's Hanson Furniture right here in Waupaca. So first base runner for the Spartans. Decent lead, and the first pitch is outside. Ball one with a fastball. Thays leads off of first base. And already at the cutout of the grass. We'll see if Williams has a good move. He hasn't thrown over yet, and there's another one high. It's 2-0. Runner going. Swing and a miss. Throw on to second is going to be late and behind the runner, and it kicks away. And it's a stolen base for Max Thays. It's a hit and run. Days swung and missed. And Nicola had some time, but I don't think he had ever had quite a good grip of the baseball. And the throw tailed and went way toward the second base side. Harms really didn't have a chance to make a tag. And Thays was in there with a head first dive. So he's over at second base. With nobody out. There's a strike on a little bit of a slider. It's 2-2. So be a big strikeout if Williams can get that for the first out and keep that runner at second. Spartans looking at a chance to strike first. A man in scoring position on the single and the stolen base. Harms holds on. The 2-2 bounces in the dirt. Picked by Nikolai. Count runs full, 3-2. Already as many pitches this inning as he had in the first. Through two batters and no outs. Full count, he comes set at the waist. And he misses high and away, and he lost him, ball four. So 2 on and nobody out, but that does set up the double play as Gage Delcor will check in, the DH. Getting in the 6 spots. Very experienced Luxemburg-Casco team. Their entire roster, juniors and seniors, with the exception of Tatum Kloboff, who is a freshman over at third base. He's being hit for in this game. He started that double play the bottom half of the first. He squares to Bundy, bunts down right back to Williams. Runner was stealing, only play to first, is in time. Got him at first, and Delcor trips over first base as a foul ball comes to the JV field right into the stands. So sacrifice successful. 1-4 for out number 1, and now runners at second and third for the catcher, Jacob Cervenka. The bunt was right back at Williams, but Faze got a spectacular jump off a second. He was already 2/3 of the way to third by the time Williams. Otherwise, he would have had him easily at third. If it's a typical jump, as that misses high, it's a typical jump there. There would have been an easy play at third and maybe a double play. But Faze was so quick out of the blocks that there was no chance for Williams. There's a strike. It's going to even up 1-1. Williams thinking one thing. He's thinking strikeout here. He'll take a pop-up, but he wants to strike out and keep that runner at third. High and away, 2-1. Williams will work out of the windup. Popped him up. Foul ground. Bouchard gives a look. It'll get out of play over toward the bullpen. And the count will leave it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jacob Cervenka. And gusting winds, nothing major though. It's a nice breeze. Great turnout here as we have 4 fields going. And both baseball fields, both softball fields. Still no score in the softball game between the two teams. There's a swing and a miss. And there's a huge strikeout for Williams. Out number 2 for Carson Blahowiak, the second baseman. I was about to say before Williams got that punch out in the 5th inning. No score between Waupaca and O'Connell Falls in varsity softball. There's a ground ball to third. Zemer picks it off to the side, takes a long throw. It's dug out by Bouchard for out number 3. So a hit and a walk. Leave 2 for Luxemburg-Casco, and we have played an inning and a half. Williams works out of it, leaves them both in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom half. It's nothing. You're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by United Country and Nicole Filiatrow on Zaleski Sports.
Waupaca is our hometown, and every hometown needs a pharmacy they can depend on. Waupaca Hometown Pharmacy goes far beyond filling prescriptions, offering health supplements, and providing immunizations. They provide proactive health tests, wellness programs, a full front-end gift and boutique area, and even long-term care solutions. No matter your needs, Waupaca Hometown Pharmacy has you covered. Learn more at hometownpharmacyrx.com. Waupaca Hometown Pharmacy, our family, caring for your family.
Drew Bando back out in the bottom half of inning number 2 as he'll get his warm-up tosses in. Henry Williams worked out of that trouble. He gave up a hit, a stolen base, a walk, and with 1 out, he had second and third, but he gets the strikeout of Cervenka, then the ground ball to Blahowiak from Blahowiak, and Riley Bouchard saving the day with the pick on the low throw from Zemer at first. And now here is the big man, Riley Bouchard, to lead things off, hitting cleanup, playing first base, as he has for multiple seasons now. The 6'7" target over at first, all-state basketball player. First one to him is going to be in on the outside corner for a strike. As Bouchard steps in, reminder as well from our friends at Clearwater Harbor, which we'll have following the pitch, as he'll hit a ground ball to short. Bobbled over at short, long throw is going to be late, and an E6. We'll have Riley Bouchard aboard with nobody out for Alex Gusmer. Remember to sit back, relax, and enjoy the atmosphere at Clearwater Harbor on Waupaca's chain of lakes, featuring a lunch and dinner menu with plenty of options to keep you coming back for more, along with cold drinks, outdoor seating on the dock, and so much more. Find lunch or dinner at Clearwater Harbor on Highway QQ here in Waupaca. Here's Alex Gusmer, the DH. He's hitting for Aaron Wolf. As Bouchard they'll try and pick him off. He'll get back there standing. Michael in here with Dan Lau. Glad to be with you guys today. Slide step from Bandown. He misses down in the dirt for ball 1. This game 1 of 12 on the Zaleski Sports airwaves today. We have a doubleheader up in softball up in Marshfield. There's a pop-up, shallow right, long run in. He's going to make the call on the catch out and right. Will be Radart. And there's out number 1. So 1 out for Jay Nikolai, the catcher.
Now to play for the Comets, number 2, Jay Nikolai.
Let's get the softball game into the 6th inning now. No score. That one is outside. Ball 1 on Nikolai. Comets with no runs on 1 hit through an inning and a third. Wynn's giving up just 1 hit as well through 2. There's a chopper foul past third. He's leaving up 1-1 on the Comet catcher. Bouchard, the runner at first, he reached on that error at short by Durain. Big looping curveball in there. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Slide step, he pops it up, foul territory, left field side, and it'll drop. Foul ball. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes on Nikolai. We broadcast in the press box above the concession stand. Of course, you can always smell the grill directly below us. One of the great aromas of a baseball diamond is the grill, and that one's going to be kicking away. Bouchard will hold as that got through Cervenka, but I think it hit our umpire in the shins, and he kept it on the dirt. 2-2 now on Nikolai, with Miller standing on deck with just 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. He pops it up. Foul territory, third base side. Cervenka backing up, and he makes the catch, falling backwards for out number 2. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Gavin Miller, the right fielder, hitting in the 7 spot. Right-handed hitter.
Number 15, Gavin Miller, now to play for the Comets.
So that leadoff base runner still over at first with Bouchard. Not much of a lead, a couple of steps. Slide step there, and that's going to be in there for a strike on Miller. Miller looking to reach and give Ethan Harms a chance. Miller had a couple of big hits. They had that big 12-run inning that Waupaca had against Marinette last week. He drove in 4 in that inning alone. He's going to hit a little slow roller to third. That's bobbled by Klauboff, and Miller's going to be safe. What'll be another error in E5 on the freshman, Tatum Klauboff. He tried to rush his play, and the ball took a little low hop on the grass, and he never was able to get it into the glove. So now 2 on, 2 outs on a couple of errors. Here's Ethan Harms, second baseman.
Now to play Ethan Harms for the Comets.
Swinging his Marucci bat. That one low, ball 1. Cale Pry standing on deck. He'll hit a fly ball into left. Still going back. Oh, it's going to be over the head of the left fielder. That's going to get to the fence. That'll bring in 1. The windmill is around third. Here comes Miller. He will be... Got him at the plate. What a throw from short by Durain. Cuts down the second runner. But Waupaca gets a run on the RBI double from Harms. It'll be 7-6-2 on the putout. But Bouchard around to score, and Waupaca's on the board after 2 complete on an incredible play at the plate. We'll go to the third as it's 1-0 Waupaca as you're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by United Country and Nicole Filiatrout on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
With twist and shout playing over the monitor down by the stands, Henry Williams takes some warm-up tosses, now with a 1-0 lead as they'll face 9-1 and 2 here for Luxemburg-Casco. It'll be Radart, Bandow, and Bostwick. And any coaches watching, if you want some teaching tape on how to execute a relay and a cutoff to the plate, just watch the last out of that inning. Just all around a great play. Faze made a perfect throw to his cutoff. Durain made a perfect throw to the plate. And Cervenka made the tag on Millers. There's a chopper right back to Williams. A one hopper. And there's out number one here in the third. That is definitely a play I may be watching again. So here's Bandow. He lined out to short on the first pitch of the game. And he's going to hit a chopper foul toward third. As we'll get some wind slowly rolling in. One out here in the top of the third. Waupaca with a 1-0 lead. Ground ball to short. Dolsky can't quite get it on the dive, and it's into center field. A one-out single for Bandow, the second hit of the game for the Spartans. There's a speedy base runner on base for Bostwick. Bostwick grounded out to short his first time up. There's a line drive that Dolsky had dropped, but he's able to make the play anyway. And that fastball's on the outside corner, strike one on Bostwick. Williams working out of the stretch. Minimal lead over at first base. And that's a bunt. It's a good one. Zemer will not have a play. It's going to be a bunt single for Bostwick. I'm not sure Zemer would have had a play even if he had fielded it cleanly. That was a perfect bunt. And now 2 on, 1 out for Durain. He flew out to center his first time up. Remember, well, from friends of Waupaca Foundry to catch your own future at Waupaca Foundry. They're now hiring for a number of open positions with a great environment and the chance to work your way up the ladder and truly build your career. So catch your own future at jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Two runners on for the second straight inning, and Williams will start him off with a curveball for strike one. Back-to-back hits, a single up the middle and a bunt hit from Bostwick. Speed on the base pass for Luxemburg-Casco. As he will hit one into left field. That's down the line. That's going to tie the game. On his way to second. The throw's going to go into third, and we cut off there. So 3 consecutive hits, including the RBI double from Landon Durain. And we're tied up 1-1 with 1 out for Max Faze, the cleanup man. He's 1 for 1. He's singled to left back in the second. Ended up being stranded at third. That one will miss up for ball 1. So after the 1-pitch comeback from Radar, it's gone single, double. Swung on and missed. Faze was trying to find the right center field gap on that one. The 1-1. Williams a long look in. Now will start his windup. Popped him up, foul back and out of play. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Williams looking for a strikeout here. Leave those runners. Tried the backdoor curveball and missed outside with a 2-2. Ground ball That's deflect off the bare hand to Williams, and he is stinging. That'll bring in 2 on a 2-run single for Thays. 4 consecutive hits, and now the question is Henry Williams going to, oh, right, he just instinct tried to work with that bare hand, and I think he's heading off. He's going to leave this game, and he is definitely in some pain with that left hand, as Waupaca is going to have to make a pitching change, and quickly. And we'll see who ends up going into this game. Is right now we'll step aside. Looks like Corey Elenich will get the ball, so we'll step aside. Back after this in the top of the third, 3 runs in on 4 straight hits. There'll be a runner on first when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
So it looks like Elenich will be in. He's going to get a chance to warm up. I think he'll get all the time he needs to get loose, as Henry Williams has to leave this game after that comebacker. Just through instinct alone, he reached out and took it pretty square in the left hand. So Elenich, I don't have. So Elenich getting all the time he needs to get loose following the injury. Again, the Williams being looked at by the training staff, get some ice on that hand, and hope he's going to be all right going forward for future games. So Elenich, the right-hander, will also take his spot in the order in the 2 spot. And he's going to face the number 5 hitter, Ryland Day, with a runner on and 1 out. 3 runs in on 4 consecutive hits off of Williams. 3 singles and a double. And Thays still over at first base. Another update as well as Elenich gets loose on the softball field just on the just opposite of us. It's no score on the top of the 7th between Waupaca and O'Connell Falls. Yeah, O'Connell Falls just got their leadoff runner on in the 7th. Waupaca had the go-ahead run in the end scoring position in the 6th, but couldn't get her across. So again, Elenich, just due to rules for injuries, gets as much time as he needs to get loose and get warmed up. But he's going to be tasked with trying to keep this game at 3 now here in the 3rd inning. As Williams immediately left this game as soon as the play ended. You could tell as soon as it hit him, he was grasping that hand, trying to close the fist, make sure everything was all right. And we hope the same as well for Henry Williams. So Elenich is going to work right out of the stretch. So as we play here in the 3rd, reminders all from our friends also at SC Swiderski that an SCS apartment or homes where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. So no matter where you live, you can look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. So it shouldn't be too many more for Corey Elenich. To be loose and ready to go to face Ryland Day. Defense will stay the same behind him. Pry, Wolf, and Miller in the outfield. Zemer, Dolsky, Harms, and Bouchard on the infield. Nikolai still doing the catching. And it looks like we're going to be good to go. Elenich says he's loose. And the first batter he will face is Ryland Day.
Now pitching for Waupaca, number 14, Corey Elenich. Ryland Day is at the plate for Spartans.
Day drew a walk. Back in the second inning. First one to him is up and in, ball one. Now in the seventh inning on the softball diamond, all sorts of trouble for Waupaca. Second and third, one out for O'Connell Falls. And that game scoreless. Inside of the fastball, 2-0 on Day. Again, this inning started with a one-pitch comebacker from Caleb Radart, and then 4 consecutive hits for the Spartans. Taking all the way, he takes a strike. 2-1 on Day. Could be hitting run count here. Thays has already stolen a base today. They try to hit and run as well with him. There he goes. He squares the ball in the dirt. Throw to second is up the line in there, and he's in there with a stolen base. Thays with a second steal of the day. Count is 3-1. On Day. Wheel back to second, and he's in there with a dive. Dolsky is able to keep it in front of him. 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits for Lux-Casco. Up there as well, looks like Denmark took down Freedom 11-1. And there's ball 4. Day draws his second walk of the game. So first and second for Gage Delcor. He dropped down a sacrifice back in the second. We'll see if he tries does the same here in the third. As Josie Pearson gets a big strikeout on the softball diamond. And the first one's in there for a strike. Another wheel back to second, and in with a dive is Thays. And broadcasting live here at the top of the third. It's been a long inning. There's a ground ball into the hole at short. Dolsky knocks it down, throw to second, and he's in there. He's safe. As Day hustling all the way. Dolsky did everything he could. His only play he had is going to be an infield single for Delcor. Only play he had was at second, and he just got ahead of throw, and the infield's going to be coming in with the bases loaded. And Jacob Cervenka checking into the box. He's struck out back in the second. He pops that one foul out of play first base side. Heads up onto the JV field. It rolls all the way toward the mound on the JV side. 0-1 on Cervenka. Again, 4 fields in action here in Waupaca. So you got to keep your head on a swivel wherever you're watching from. Bases loaded. Fly ball to center. Wolf the call, the catch. And the runner does not tag. And there's out number 2. So 2 down for Carson Blahowiak. Second baseman, 0 for 1. He grounded out to third. His first time up. And then the softball side, O'Connell Falls just took a 2-0 lead on Waupaca. A 2-out hit. Elenich Ground ball to short. Dolsky, backhand flip. No, he's safe, and Harms dropped the ball. Faze is in to score. The bases will remain loaded. As the Dolsky, again, the only play he had was that backhand flip to second, and Harms just looks like, from what I could tell from up here, looks like he just dropped it. So an error keeps him loaded for the top of the order. Banda, not Bando, it's going to be Radar, who hit a comebacker that started this inning, pops that one straight back and out of play. Look out. Draw the softball diamond. It's 0-1. As the Spartans have batted around here in the third. Radar, the 10th hitter. 4 runs in. That's outside. It's a ball and a strike. 4 runs on 5 hits. An error. That ball's up 2-1. Huge pitch right here. You do not want to fall behind 3 balls and a strike with the bases loaded. And he does just that, outside with that fastball. 3 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him. And he missed low, ball 4, and that'll bring in a run. A bases-loaded walk to Caleb Radart, and that will bring back Banda on the top of the order. He's singled back in this inning. He's 1 for 2. They got this inning going, that single part of the stretch of 4 consecutive hits.
Number 13, Banda.
Singled and scored. He's got to be feeling pretty good, even though he hasn't thrown a pitch in a while. Got a 5 spot to give him some breathing room here as that one misses down and in. One ball and nothing. 2 outs. Ground ball to third. Zemer can't handle it. It goes into left field. That'll bring in a 1 run. Second run is on the way. The throw's cut off, and 2 more runs are in. And I'm calling an E5. I think Zemer just alligator armed it, and Ricardo bring out Coach Rocky Mondello. Talk to Elenich. 7 runs in the inning. Let's keep things here for now. Is when play resumes, it'll be Bostwick stepping into the box. Meeting adjourned, and we'll get back at it. First and second, 2 outs. As the Spartans have put up a 7 spot here in the third. 4 of those runs charged to Williams. All those ones earned. 1 earned for Elenich. Swinging a pop-up. First base side. And onto the JV field. 0-1 on Bostwick. He's single. He had a bunt single earlier this inning off of Williams. There's a foul tip in and out of the mitt. 0-2 on Bostwick. The 12th hitter of the inning for Luxemburg-Casco. That one's going to skip away back to the screen, and everyone will move up 90 feet on the wild pitch. As well from our friends over at Staub Construction, a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. That one outside. Looks like you're trying to change up there. It's 2-2. Fly ball into deep right. Miller going back, still going back, looking up. That's going to one-hop the fence. No, it's gone. That got out of here. Couldn't quite tell. Miller was giving it his best college try. And a 3-run tater from Michael Bostwick. It's a 10 spot for Luxemburg-Casco here in the third. So here comes Durain. He doubled earlier this inning, drove in a run.
Green in the bat for Spartans.
So Bostwick with a 3-run homer. And that'll bounce in the dirt and 1-0 on Durain. 10 runs on 6 hits. There's a chopper to first. Bouchard takes it himself, 3 unassisted, and the inning comes to an end. But again, 10 runs for Luxemburg-Casco on 6 hits, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's now 10-1 in favor of the Spartans as you're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by our friends at United Country and Nicole Filiatrow on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Bottom of 3. Bandel back out there. He hasn't thrown a pitch in a while. He'll face 9-1-2. Pry, Dolsky, and Elenich here in the third. So here's Cale Pry to lead things off, the left fielder. First one to him is going to miss. Ball 1, down and away. Up there as well, game 1 of a softball doubleheader. O'Connell Falls picked up a 2-0 win. They'll play in about 20-25 minutes. Get game number 2 underway for them. Pry swings and pops it up. Shallow right center. Long run over. And the call and the catch made by Caleb Radar for out number 1. Right as well to pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands that you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Here's Dolsky atop the order. He's singled back in the first. And he's going to take that big sweeping curveball for strike 1 from Bandow. And another one, that time missing low and away, and it's 1-1. Waupaca looking to bounce back after that 10-run inning for the Spartans. That's outside. It's 2-1. Just chip away a base run at a time, a run at a time. Bano looking to just put up another 0 as he misses high and tight. And he's falling behind Dolsky. 3 balls and a strike. Dolsky swings away, a line drive into center. Right in the tracks of Bostwick for out number 2. hit it right on the nose. We're right at the center fielder. So 2 down. Now here comes Corey Elenich hitting in Williams' spot now. Getting his first at bat. In the developing story, Williams leaving with a left hand injury. Took a ground ball right back off him. Elenich came in to pitch, and he's hitting in the 2 spot in this order. He'll pop that one straight back and out of play. Heads up. That'll bounce over and almost into the JV dugout. Said it again, 4 diamonds going. Be ready for everything. There's that big curveball, and it's 0-2 on Elenich. Bandau winds, delivers, and a curveball swung on and missed. Tag applied by Cervenka, and the inning. No, they're saying he gave himself up, so that's a strikeout. The first punch out for Bandau. It's a 1-2-3 third for Waupaca. We go to the 4th. It's 10-1 Spartans on Zaleski Sports, a United Country, brought to you by Nicole Affiliate Trial.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
We go to the 4th. Elenich back out there. He will face the cleanup man, FaZe. And then Day and Delcor for Luxemburg-Casco. Trying to put up a 0 here. Elenich wins. Ended up going in 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 2 hits, 6 runs, 1 earned. Walked 2 batters. The big one, the 3-run homer by Bostwick. As here is Max FaZe. He's 2 for 2. He's driven in 2. He's scored a run. He's stolen 2 bases. And he's also got an outfield assist. That one missing down, ball 1. That one chopped foul toward 3rd. It'll even things up 1-1. And Elenich gets his first full inning of work here out of the bullpen. He'll face the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Including FaZe, who's had quite the day already. 2-1 now, that one missing high and away. Ten runs on 7 hits for Luxemburg-Casco. Committed 2 errors. Waupaca no runs on 1 hit. They've committed 2 errors. No runs, I should say, on 1 run on 2 hits with 2 errors for Waupaca. There's a roller toward 3rd and foul, 2-2. There's over friends at Waupaca Hometown Pharmacy, here to keep you happier and healthier. As your full-service pharmacy, whether you need prescriptions filled or just browsing their great natural medicine section, you know their goal is always about you. Waupaca Hometown Pharmacy, our family caring for your family. Elenich out of the stretch, misses high, and that was actually all 4. A missed one, so that's a leadoff walk for FaZe. He's on base for the 3rd time today. And here is Rylan Day. Day has walked twice and scored a run.
Now at the plate, Ryland Day for the Spartans.
As well, there from him, Sterling Culligan Water, the perfect go-to for quality water for your home or your business. So enjoy Culligan Water, only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water, CulliganH2O.com. This count goes to 1-0 on Day. There's a swing and a miss. All on a strike on the Spartan first baseman. He squares and bunts it foul. And that's 1-2. I know the Spartans definitely looking for that run 11 just to give them the chance of this game going in 5. There's a base hit into left. And there will be 2 on and nobody out. Day on base for the 3rd time. Day, his first hit, he's 1 for 1. And here's Gage Delcor, the DH. Delcor today, 1 for 1, a sacrifice, and then a single. He's also scored a run. Nobody out, runners at first and second. And Delcor bunts it right back to Elnich, only play to first, sacrifice successful. And they'll get to second and third with 1 out. So Delcor with a very unique batting line today. 1 for 1, the base hit, and 2 sacrifice bunts out of the 6th spot in the order. 1 out, and here is the catcher, Cervenka. The only Spartan who hasn't reached base yet today. He has struck out and flown out to center. He's 0 for 2. Runners at second and third with just 1 out. Popped him up into right. Should be deep enough to get the run in. Miller, the call and the catch. Runners will both tag. And it'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Jacob Cervenka. And it's 11-1 as Thays comes in to score. Day goes over to third. And that'll bring up Carson Blahoviak. 0 for 1. Hit into a fielder's choice last time. Came around to score. That one is up, ball 1. Spartans manufacture a run here in the 4th. A hit, a walk, a bunt, and a sacrifice fly. Outside, 2-0 on Blahoviak. Junior hitting in the 8th spot. So you hit the bottom of this 5 o'clock hour. Ground ball to third. Zemer can't handle it, and everybody's safe. Now it'll be an E5. Played it off to the side, took a little bit of a wicked hop and hit the heel of the glove and then rolled into foul territory. And that's going to be the end of the line for Elnich as Brady Johnson's going to come in and pitch. So we'll step aside. We'll be back after these messages with all the changes here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
As Johnson warmed up quick. we're back ready to go. Radart will hit. He's 0 for 1, a walk. Drove in a run, scored a run. Huge lead at first. Adam is down. So Johnson in to pitch in relief of Elenich. Elenich went an inning and a third. Radart will swing and foul it first base side. So 2-1. Johnson getting the sign he wants. That one is fouled off again. 2-2 now the counts. Again, stay tuned. Next week we'll have Waupaca baseball and Waupaca softball for you guys next week, starting on Tuesday. Waupaca softball takes on Clintonville. And Wrightstown on Thursday for the baseball team. That one high and tight. Snap throw back to first and in with the dive. Count goes full. On Radart. Swung on and missed. Johnson gets the strikeout. Nikolai hangs on, and the inning is over. However, 2 more runs come across for the Spartans on 1 hit and 2 runners left with an error. We played 3.5. It's 12-1 Luxemburg-Casco. You're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by United Country and Nicole Filiatrow on Zaleski Sports.
As a local 4th-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Bando back out to work. He'll face Zemer, Bouchard, and Gusmer. Yeah, they've had a few changes. Some guys getting into the game, but looks like we're going to be good to go. Here comes John Zemer to lead things off. He into a 5-4-3 double play back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Actually, Johnson is hitting. So he's in for Zemer, I should say. I didn't quite see all the changes. So Johnson is hitting. Here in the 3 spot. And Johnson will take one down low for ball 1. And Johnson swinging away, fouls that one straight back, evens things up, a ball and a strike. Endo working quick. That one fouled straight back. Right toward the first base coaching box on the JV field. Be a ball and 2 strikes on Johnson. That one fouled off on the curveball. Ball and 2 strikes on the Comet pitcher. That one up and away. 2-2. Just outside that fastball. Counter run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Johnson. And a swing and a miss. And there's the first out, second strikeout for Drew Bandow. So one out now for Bouchard. He reached on an error back in the second and scored the only run of the game for the Comets.
Now to the plate, number 24, Bouchard.
And he'll take a big cut and come up empty on an inside fastball. 0-1 on the first baseman. Things leaving up there on that one, down and away. As one of the JV kids for the Spartans homers, so they have one of his teammates going to get in the baseball for him. Bouchard, that's a fair ball down the line. And he will turn with a big turn and hold at first with a one-out single. Bouchard kept that one in, tucked it inside the third baseline. And he is aboard for the second time today, and that'll bring up the DH, Alex Gusmer. Gusmer flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Bottom half inning, number 4, 1 out. He swings away, pops it straight up. It was in play, but Cervenka never got a good view of it. It went enough backspin, and it's just going to drop harmlessly to the grass, and it's 0-1 on Gusmer. Outside there, a ball and a strike. Bouchard with the third hit of the game for Waupaca. And Gusmer groundball to short. 6-4. Return throw is late. It's a fielder's choice. And there's 2 down here in the 4th. Bring up Jay Nikolai. Catcher popped up behind the plate his first time up. Helps out his counterpart, Cervenka. Gets his mask cleaned off and gives it back to him.
For the Comets.
Man now looks in, working out of the stretch. That slide step, and Nikolai fouls it off. It is 0-1. Ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time by Kloboff, and that's the inning. Comets get a hit, leave a runner. We go to the 5th. It's 12-1 Luxemburg-Casco. You're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by Friends of United Country and Nicole Filiatron, live on Zaleski Sports.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner an experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
Top half of inning number 5 here from Waupaca. Luxemburg-Casco with a 12-1 lead. 10 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. They'll be the top of the order, facing Benji Becker. on the bump.
Number 8.
Yeah. So, yep, Benji Becker getting an inning here. The junior from the JV squad. So Johnson came in, faced one batter, did his job, got the strikeout. He did throw on Tuesday, so he threw on Tuesday, so you don't want to have him throw too long. So Becker will get the inning here. He will face Bandow to lead things off for the Spartans.
Number 8, Becker.
Looking to put up a 0 here and give the Comets a chance. Comets are going to need 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th if Becker puts up a 0 to keep this game going. But it's going to be a tough task here with the top of this order. Bandow today 1 for 3. Reached on an error last time. He scored a couple of runs. His final pitch is going. Here is Drew Bandow.
Number 13, Drew Bando, with the plate for the Spartans.
Bandow 1 for 3. First one is swung on and fouled off at the plate. It's 0-1. 12 runs on 8 hits. A couple of errors for Luxemburg-Casco. Waupaca 1 run on 3 hits, 3 errors. Ground ball in the hole and into left field, a base hit. Bandow aboard for the 3rd straight time, a couple of hits. Now to bring up Boswick. Boswick 2 for 3. He had that 3-run homer back in the 3rd. Brady Johnson also stays in the game. He's playing 3rd base. There's a swing and a miss. 0-1 on Boswick. Boswick singled back in the 3rd and also homered in the 3rd. Scored twice, driven in 3. High and away that time. It'll even things up. There's a fly ball into center. Wolf, a couple of steps back. Now he'll take a couple of steps in, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So here's Durain. Durain a 1 for 3, an RBI double in the 3rd. He's also flown out and grounded out.
Now on plate number 17, Durain.
Remember covering these two teams last year. It was one of the thrilling games of the year. Waupaca won last year in extras on a walk-off Parker Kirchmar double off the fence. A doubleheader then, and that's going to roll back fair. 3 unassisted. You cannot have any extra spin on that one. That was like a bowling ball going down the lane. That thing spun off the edge of the grass and the dirt and then rolled right back. And a really smart play there by Riley Bouchard to wait for it and let it roll back fair and gets the out. Runner doesn't take second on the play in Bandow. But 2 outs for Faze, who is, or no, that's going to be Evan Peters hitting for Faze. Faze was 2 for 2 with a walk as well. He'd been on base 3 times. As that's outside. So Evan Peters, the senior, number 2, will pinch hit for Faze. And a line drive into right field, a base hit. Miller's going to get it in. Runner will hold at 3rd. They'll be at the corners. For Christopher Vanderweilen. Number 9. He'll pinch hit.
Now at plate number 9, Christopher Vandenwall.
This first one will be down and away. That one's into left field. That's a base hit. That'll bring in a run. As Vanderweilen with an RBI single coming off the bench. Bandow in to score. They're at first and second for Braden Schley. Schley pinch hitting for Delcor. The first one's in there for a strike. So 3 hits in the inning off of Becker. RBI from Vanderweilen. That one outside. There's a strike. Throw back to second and in with a dive. Ball on the outside corner that time. 2 strikes now on Braden Schley, the senior, coming in pinch hitting. He's just one player on the roster who hasn't come into the game yet. And we'll see if he gets a chance here in this inning. That one high and tight. Two and 2. Count runs full. First and second, runners will be on the move. And a swing and a miss. Becker gets the strikeout and the inning is over. A run on 3 hits and 2 left for Luxemburg-Casco. Waupaca needs 3 runs to keep this game going. They'll have the bottom of the order up. Miller, Harms, and Pry due up when we return. As you're watching Northeastern Conference Baseball, brought to you by our friends at United Country and Nicole Filiatrow on Zaleski Sports.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner an experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
Bottom third of the order will face Drew Bandow here in the 5th. Waupaca needs 3 runs. It'll be Gavin Miller, Ethan Harms, and Cal Pry due up. And it looks like we're going to see A.J. McDonald hit first as a pinch hitter for Miller. So it'll be A.J. McDonald to hit. Right-handed hitter. Waupaca a run on 3 hits in the game. They've committed 3 errors. They've left 2 runners on. First one is in there for a strike on McDonald. For Luxemburg-Casco, 13 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors. They've left 6. McDonald ground ball to second, takes a bad hop and into center field. That'll be an E4. That was a nasty hop on Blahoyak. Looked like it hit a spike mark. Looks like Sully Leto is going to hit now for Harms. The senior. So number 1. McDonald the runner at first. Nobody out. And a big swing and a miss from Sully, and it's 0-1. Pry on deck. Looks like Asher Hernandez may be hitting for Dolsky. That's a fly ball to center. Boswick ranges back Ball got some carry on it. He makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out for Cale Pry. Pry flew out to the right his first time up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And it is Hernandez who is on deck, who hit for Dolsky.
Nowhere near as Poor Bills. Poor Bills are the one that own the White House, the farmhouse, and all that land. They still have all that land.
Okay.
But yeah, she was a healer.
Okay.
So her family owned all the way to the old landing until they just sold.
Swung on and missed.
And we have
And now looking to end this one. That one is up and out of the zone. So I think 1 and 2, I think it's the count.
Okay. Yeah, I remember her.
Okay.
Big breaking ball. Locked him up. He ducked out of the way and it came right back in on the inside corner. And there's out number 2. Third strikeout for Bandow. And Asher Hernandez is the last chance for the Comets. Pinch hitting for Dolsky. Left-hander stepping in there. McDonald still the runner at first.
Everybody we talked to said, yeah, you don't do that.
And he'll take a cut and come up empty. 0-1.
Is it 2-2?
0-1. 0-1. 0-2.
That one just drops in there. 0-2 Hernandez. Now Comets down to their final strike. Bandow. That one rolled into left field. A base hit for Hernandez. McDonald, he's a big turn. He'll head back to second. So Hernandez with the hit. And they'll bring up Becker. If Becker homers here, this game's going to go to the 6th. Jace Moen on deck if Becker can reach. And that's in there for a strike. Hit and run was on his fouled off. McDonald was on his way to third. He looked like he had it stolen. Count 0-2 on Benji Becker. Don't forget as well, next week, 2 days of Comet sports. Softball on Tuesday, baseball on Thursday. That one just misses. Softball team taking on the Clintonville Truckers. Becker fouls that one away. And once again ends up on the JV field. Ground ball toward the hole. Knocked down at short. The throw was late, and Becker's got an infield hit. Great play at short by DeRay, but there was no chance of the out. So here's Jace Moen. Number 6, he'll hit for Bouchard. Sorry, he'll hit for Johnson, I should say. Still 2 down. And the Comets getting some of the reserve some time, and they're making it worth. They're making plays, a couple of hits. The error. There's a strike on Moen. It's 0-1. That's low, 1-1. Little pop up into shallow left, long run. That's down, that's a hit. Mullen's going to drive in a run. McDonald in the score. Base hit from Bouchard here could get this game to the 6th. Bouchard's got a hit and a reach on air. He's 1 for 2 in the game. That one is high and tight. Ball 1 on Riley Bouchard. 2-out rally. Hits from Hernandez, Becker, and Johnson. Kind of leaving up 1-1 on Bouchard. 3 consecutive hits on Bandel, an unearned run. Chopper toward third. Will be 5 unassisted, ends the game. And your final score today, it will be Luxemburg-Casco 13, Waupaca 2. We'll be back in 15 seconds after these words from our friends at Waupaca Foundry. Actually, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll wrap things up here on Zaleski Sports.
When we have tours that come through, I tell them pretty much the same thing. What we do matters. We're keeping trucks on the road, farmers in their fields, and keeping the wheels turning.
We supply parts to all industries. We're a vital part to the auto industry, to commercial industry, and to the agriculture industry.
We, Waupaca Foundry, are able to create a piece of somebody else's life. And we do it efficiently, we do it with lean manufacturing processes, environmentally friendly.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process.
We are a first world-class foundry that has quality castings, but one of the most important pieces in this puzzle, it's the people.
It is the people, the innovation, everyone's drive to continuously improve.
The main goal for everyone at Waupaca is to keep the plant running, do the best we can for the company, and doing it as safely as possible.
Waupaca Foundry is a very special chapter in my life and in my family's life. When you come to a new country, there is a lot of expectations you have, and having the opportunity to find a good job and continue doing what I've been doing over the previous 15 years of my life, that's very rewarding.
This job means everything to me. I started here 32 years ago. I had a 2-year-old daughter, and to be able to provide and give her the best that life had to offer, that's what matters to me.
What we are doing, it's having an impact in society.
What we make matters.
What we make matters.
What we make matters.
What we do here matters.
What Waupaca Foundry makes matters.
Here with your Waupaca Foundry postgame show to jumpstart your career. Go to jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Again, that's jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Wrapping things up here from Waupaca. Your line score for Waupaca Comets, 2 runs on 6 hits. They left 5 runners on and committed 3 errors. The loss goes to Henry Williams on the day. The win goes to Drew Bandow for Luxemburg-Casco, 13 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 runners on. And again, Bandel goes the distance, gives up a couple of runs, 1 earned, and gets the win. With the game, Waupaca drops to 2-8. The Spartans go to 9-3 on the season and continue their battle atop the conference in the Northeast, battling with teams like Little Chute, Denmark, and O'Connell Falls. With that being said, we're going to send things to an end here. Well, again, stay tuned next week, Tuesday and Thursday. We will have Waupaca Comets softball on Tuesday. They'll take on the Truckers of Clintonville. Baseball on Thursday against Wrightstown, and Of course, for the rest of the season, we'll be around here as well, covering Waupaca Comets athletics. So that being said, a big thanks to Dan Lau on the production side of things. My name is Mike London. Thank you for joining us one more time. Your final score in 5 innings. It was the Luxemburg-Casco Spartans 13 and Waupaca 2. From all of us here at Zaleski Sports, stay cool, stay safe, stay dry. We'll talk to you next time. And good night, everybody.